Let's get more now from Middle East specialist Nabila Ramdani. Hello to you, Nabila. Thanks for coming in. As we heard there from Caroline, a huge amount of loyalty, particularly in Sirte to Colonel Gaddafi, among civilians and, it seems, fighters. Why?
Well, I think there's a fear of reprisals to begin with. Yes, we have heard members of the National Transitional Council call for peace and reconciliation, but on the other hand, we've also heard the Defence Minister, for example, of the National Transitional Council effectively putting a bounty on Gaddafi's head and said, you know, if he knew where he was, he would kill him himself. So that doesn't reflect a belief in due process and the rule of law. And there's, of course, the situation with migrant workers who are being held, you know, without food and water and suspected to be alleged mercenaries. With no prospect to have a trial, a proper trial.
Because you know, residents in Sirte have had it pretty good compared to the rest of the country because of their allegiance with Colonel Gaddafi. They've got no food, they've got no water, they've got no electricity. You'd think many of them would just say, right, you know, I've finished with this. I want to have my comfortable life again and leave Sirte, or at least stop supporting Colonel Gaddafi's forces.
But are they going to be going to have a comfortable life afterwards? That's really the question. We've also heard Colonel Gaddafi sending audio messages, even as lately as a couple of days ago, asking for people to, you know, continue to fight for him. And his classic lines are really about anti-imperialism, anti-West. And that's precisely how some of the Libyans see Western interference in Libya as, you know, Western powers about to plunder the country's assets. And that, you know, in light of the revelations linking Gaddafi to the CIA rendition program and the MI6 links with Gaddafi, it is, you know, convincing an awful lot of people that the West is not there for the promotion of human rights.
So do you think, after the fall of Sirte, should it happen, it's probably likely, that infighting may continue in Libya?
Well, that's the fall of the city of Sirte will be the start of the real test for the National Transitional Council.
Because it's hugely significant, isn't it, when Sirte goes?
Absolutely, not least because it's Gaddafi's birthplace, and also it's located geographically halfway between the capital city in the west and Benghazi in the east. But also the NTC has always made it clear that it will only start forming a new government after the city of Sirte has fallen, and that will, you know, be a huge challenge for them to unite the country and reconcile the differences.
Nabila, always a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.